What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another Fallout 76 discussion video to be going over with you guys. In today's video, I actually want to talk about the rising intention of Fallout 76 kind of becoming what a lot of people are calling now a cash grab. For those of you who don't know what cash grab means, pretty much it means that Bethesda are really only, a company or rather is only doing this certain thing to make, a certain amount of money, whether it is to, potentially not care about the content or anything like that. Just the main goal is money, even if it means that it does suck or if it is good, whatever it may be, the main objective is just to get, money out of it. Now, a couple of things just indicate that Fallout 76 has become a cash grab. It doesn't always mean, that being a cash grab is necessarily a bad thing. In most cases, usually it is a bad thing, but in Fallout 76's case, some might say that, Fallout 76 being a cash grab in terms of Bethesda regularly updating the Atomic Shop literally every single week. There's practically more stuff in the Atomic Shop than what there is, like, in the actual game now at this point. For those of you as well who don't know what the Atomic Shop is, pretty much it's where you buy in-game items. These can be potential costumes, apparel and whatnot. Some pay-to-win stuff, which is another thing that I would like to talk about a little bit later. And yeah, some potential game items. Now, the reason why Bethesda are, again, regularly selling stuff on the Atomic Shop is just based on the fact that DLC for Fallout 76 is actually free, which is a great thing because a lot of people who play Fallout 76, some of them, don't want to buy the updates. A lot of people, if they would just, make people actually have to buy the updates, a lot of those updates wouldn't get played. I think it makes a lot of sense for Bethesda that these updates are free, and I think it is, for the best that Bethesda keep all the updates free. But of course, considering Bethesda can't make money from these updates and, them being free, basically, for them to be free, Bethesda had to make money somehow, and I guess the in-game shop is really the way they did it, through the Atomic Shop. The only issue, I really do have with the Atomic Shop is the prices are so outrageous. Like, how can one skin be up to $20? Like, you could feed a whole entire family pretty much nearly for up to $20, especially if you could cook like a whole spaghetti bolognese or something for $20 that will feed multiple people. You get more out of that than what you would from potentially a $20 skin. Like, it is outrageous. $20, I think that's absolutely insane. Second of all, I hate how they add more stuff to the Atomic Shop than the actual game. It doesn't really make any sense to me. I don't understand why this is a thing. Like, why most of the stuff in the Atomic Shop should have just been added to the normal vanilla game. So I definitely do have an issue there. And my other issue with the Atomic Shop is what I said at the start of the video, the pay-to-win qualities that have been getting added recently. They said before Fallout 76 was released, Pete Hines had the famous quote that said, in-game items, in-game items pretty much only in terms of like apparel and stuff like that. Never did he say pay-to-win items, and whether people will argue the case of lunchboxes being a pay-to-win item doesn't matter to me or my scenario in this video at all, because the automatrons or whatever they added that can go around and collect, certain scraps around your camp, if you buy that for, like, let's just say $6, then you genuinely have a advantage over someone who hasn't bought one of them. For example, let's just say I wanted to build a house, right? It took me an hour to build that house. Well, it might only take the other person who I'm competing with on that house 30 minutes because the other resources that I collected in 30 minutes were collected by a robot on the side. It is an in-game advantage, and that's how it is. Now, of course, the lunchboxes as well can give you specific items, again, some of which can help you in-game and give you an in-game advantage. I believe, they add effects to your playable character. That is, of course, an in-game advantage. And again, Bethesda are selling these for the ultimate goal of making money. They don't care what effect it has on the game. They don't care that, someone would be able to do this faster than what someone would who doesn't have, one of the automatrons, or someone now has better effects than the other person when it does come to PvP, just because they bought some lunchboxes in the Atomic Shop No, Bethesda doesn't care about that. They care about the cash, and that is their main goal. And that is why, you know, again, the Fallout 76 Atomic Shop is just, it is a huge cash grab. It is, sometimes it's appalling. The prices are absolutely terrible. You know, you look at them, they're bad. But I think what pisses me off, and pisses more people off as well, more than what the prices are being outrageous, is the fact that the, you know, pay-to-win qualities that are getting added to the game. Like, they literally added, like, a fridge that stores meat. And that might not sound, you know, that much of a competitive advantage, but when you're constantly going and getting food non-stop and it gets regularly spoils, but then you got the other person who doesn't ever, like, need to go get food because all their food doesn't spoil because it's sitting in an in-game fridge, then, yeah, there's a clear advantage over to that. It is a little bit stupid, you know, me saying that out. I do understand I kind of sound stupid, but it also is relatively stupid that something like that is in the game. Now, look, I don't care if it would be in the game in the normal vanilla Fallout 76, but it's not in the normal vanilla Fallout 76. It is an in-game item that you can buy through a shop on the game. So it is a little bit ridiculous. Another thing that could also point to Bethesda kind of, you know, becoming a cash grab with Fallout 76 is the fact that some of the new content that's kind of been leaked that we do expect to potentially come out very soon has looked to be some Fallout 3 remastered type of stuff, and not Fallout 3 remastered as in, oh, how cool would it be, you know, Fallout 3 is actually getting remastered. No, it is some, you know, places and locations from Fallout 3 that are coming into Fallout 76, but of course 200 years before. Now, I am one of those guys that does really support this. I actually don't care because I just really want some new content, and that does sound absolutely awesome to go visit Washington DC 200 years before Fallout 3 takes place. The issue I think a lot of people have with it is Bethesda are only doing this to get people's nostalgia factors up and bring in more money. They're not being, you know, I can't even know how to say the word, but you guys know what I mean. They're not, like, really creating something new. How do you even say that word? Innovative. I think that's, look, I've definitely butchered that word. I don't know why, I'm really tired right now. But the thing is, they're not really doing anything new or anything like that. Like, we've seen and done Fallout 3. Yes, it will be cool, and I'm very excited, as I said, to go visit it 200 years, and I'm actually all for the idea. But the argument is people would rather see some potential new content and go to a new location, like, you know, maybe, who knows, I think Ohio, New York, Kentucky, those are all locations relatively close to West Virginia that a lot of people would like to see. Like, I mean, Ohio and New York are both, like, in top 8, I think, population-wise when it does come to the United States. So a lot of people would like to see those two locations get added into the game. But it does look like we are going back to Washington, D.C., which we've already seen in the Fallout game. Again, as I said, I do agree with Bethesda doing this because I think it is really cool that we get to see what it looks like 200 years before Fallout 3, but this is mainly other people's complaint on Bethesda being a cash grab, getting people's nostalgia factors, keep delaying the fact that everyone wants a Fallout 3 remastered, and they just can't be bothered putting in the time and effort to do so. Instead, they're taking the shorter route, gaining some quick cash, and getting in the, again, expeditions is what it's called, and we get to see Fallout 3 200 years pretty much before the events of the game. So, it is a little bit, you know, odd. It is a very, very sticky situation. A lot of people have put off Fallout 76 and just say the original game itself was a cash grab, because for those who don't know, I believe Bethesda actually get money, you know, from a company. For example, a company will give Bethesda, you know, what, $1 billion or something like that, and then Bethesda have to pay that company back, you know, the $1 billion or whatever in the next 5 years. And basically why Bethesda takes this money from this company, again, it's my fault, I forgot what the company's called, but the reason Bethesda take this money from the company is so they can put it to extra funding to games like Starfield and, you know, the Elder Scrolls 6 to make those games even better, and for them to, you know, get more players and buyers when it does come out, which will therefore create more money for Bethesda in the long run. But the issue is in doing that, for Bethesda to make that money back quickly, they kind of had to put out a piece of rubbish in Fallout 76 to make a quick, you know, 200 million or 300 million, however much the game made. Maybe it could have even been more than that. Make it quick, let's just say 250 million to pay off, and again, eventually make some money along the road. So people just say Fallout 76 was a cash grab to get more funding for Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6. Look, it probably was. It didn't look like Bethesda really put any time and effort into Fallout 76 when it originally came out. Like, the fact that it didn't have human NPCs seemed like it was more of not Bethesda actually not wanting them in the game, but more of them not putting them in because they were lazy and had to make some quick money to pay back the company they were lending money on to help support the Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield. Of course, this is all up to debate and all up to discussion. I would very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you guys think Fallout 76 is becoming a cash grab? Do you guys think Fallout 76 was always a cash grab? Do you guys think they just made it to fund the Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield? Again, I definitely would really like to know all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Again, you know, Fallout 76, it kind of made them like 200 million bucks, but then it's kind of been like a steady income source for the last couple of years. So again, it's all up to debate. I'd really like to know all your thoughts and opinions down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my sports channel and my IRL/long channels. And don't forget to check out my podcast as well if you haven't already. Links for them will all be in the description down below. But as I was saying, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.